This season on Everyday Gourmet, we'll be showcasing some of the beautiful recipes and produce from the Shizuoka Prefecture of Japan. Only a short train ride south of Tokyo, Shizuoka offers up stunning views of the majestic Mount Fuji. Known for its outstanding fresh seafood, rolling green tea fields and abundant fruit and vegetables, we've got a delicious selection of recipes to take your taste buds on the ultimate Japanese adventure. In the north of Shizuoka, in the foothills of the glorious Mount Fuji, sits the charming city of Fujinomiya. In the summer, this is the starting point for many climbers looking to scale the famous mountain. It's also home to one of the most prominent shrines in the region, Fujisan Sengen Shrine. And just outside the shrine, you'll find food stalls selling Fujinomiya's most famous dish, Yakisoba noodles. It was one of the best experiences I've ever had cooking at the foothills of Mount Fuji. And I think I did make a stir fry, just like Dylan's going to be making me today. What's this stir fry called?
We're going to be making yakisoba, which is a really nice izakaya dish, so kind of more casual fried noodle dish. We've got some pork, some vegetables. In fact, I'm going to get you started.
Yes.
Do you want to cut some shiitake mushrooms and some cabbage for me? Those ones, you want to take off the stem.
Okay.
It's a little bit tough. And while you do that, I'm going to start frying some pork belly here.
Okay. And we've got some fresh shiitake mushrooms here. You can use the dry ones, but nothing compares to fresh, right?
That's right, yeah. It'll give a really earthy kind of flavor to this dish. So for my pork belly, I'm just going to start with about a tablespoon of oil into the pan. I've just thinly sliced it. I want to render the fat a little bit. Pork belly can be kind of a tough cut of meat, so just getting those really, really thin slices will have it blend a little bit better in with our noodles later on. Could I get you to also cut that cabbage for me there?
Cabbage, yep. And finally,
some slices for me, please. Thank you.
just like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to add in a little pinch of these shiitake mushrooms. Going to also add some carrot in there as well. I've just julienne this.
Yep. And just like any stir fry, it's so important to have everything chopped up and then it's all about fry, fry, fry together.
Yeah. My mom always makes this analogy that Western cooking is lots of stirring and takes a really long time to actually cook, but little time to prep. And Asian cooking is the inverse. So lots of time prepping, little time cooking.
I like that.
All right, so I'm going to add this cabbage in now. Now that my mushrooms and my carrots have just softened a little touch.
Okay.
Just give everything a little mix. Yes, I'm really trying to sweat and wilt the vegetables a little bit. And while I'm doing this, could I get you to prepare our sauce for us?
Can do. What have we got here?
We've got some chuno sauce, which is kind of like a Japanese Worcestershire sauce.
Okay.
We're going to add in 2 tablespoons of that one. Got a little bit of soy sauce. We've got some of this dashi stock powder.
Ah, is that what that is?
Yeah, so that's going to give a little smokiness to this dish, a little depth of flavor as well.
And all these ingredients you can find at good Asian grocers, or now you can get, there's a lot of Japanese grocers out there. And I always say to people, if you can't find that, always online, you can buy these amazing ingredients that get shipped straight to your home. And the last 2 sauces I'll add to that.
Oyster sauce.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Oh, smelling this sauce and that stir frying, it really takes me back to Fujinomiya, which is at the foothills of Mount Fuji. And you can get this everywhere there, can't you?
Yeah, yakisoba, this particular kind of yakisoba comes from Fujinomiya. So at the foothills, as you were saying, there's a number of izakayas that kind of line a little laneway there. And actually what they do in Fujinomiya is they add a special kind of powder on top. It's a dried anchovy powder.
Oh, right.
It's a little bit difficult to find here in Australia, so we're going to omit that. But otherwise, you've got a pretty authentic version of the Fujinomiya yakisoba that we're going to do.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to add in our mushi men, which are our steamed wheat noodles here.
Okay.
So these ones, you just want to soften them up in a little bit of cold water, just to kind of break them apart after they come from the package.
Okay.
Just sprinkle those kind of evenly into our pan. And then could I get you to pass me the bean shoots there? Thank you so much. All right, we're going to do a little sprinkle of these ones on top. And then let's do a little pour of that sauce into here.
Okay, the whole lot?
Maybe about half to start.
Yeah.
You can always add in a little bit later.
Sure.
Yeah, so you can kind of hear the sauce sizzling up a little bit.
And it's that sizzle and the toss of that sauce being absorbed by those gorgeous noodles. So good.
Yeah, we want to cook it out a little bit just to evaporate some of the liquid in the soy sauce, but also to, as you said, meld the sauce with the noodles, get all of the pork in there as well.
Yep.
Okay, so to finish off this dish, I'm gonna add this really vibrant ingredient over here. This one is called beni shoga.
Okay.
It's a red pickled ginger,
Ah,
and it's given the color from a herb called a shiso.
so it's not food colouring.
No,
All natural.
that's right.
That's good.
Just give that a little stir.
I love that pop of colour.
All right, and that looks about ready now. So we'll
Okay.
just plate that one up.
Sure.
You can really smell all of the aromas from the yakisoba kind of permeating the room now.
Yeah, and look, we did add, you know I love sauce, so lots of sauce, but enough to just allow it to absorb and it's not swimming in it, just like a perfect stir fry.
That's right.
Gee, that looks good.
And yeah, just this little pop, a little fresh touch. Do you maybe want to sprinkle a little bit more of the beni shoga, the red pickled ginger on top?
Yep, drain that from the liquid.
Yeah, perfect.
I love it, so I'm gonna add lots.
Oh, amazing. Let's give it a taste.
Okay, noodles. Wow, that's so good. It's like everything you want in a stir fry and more. It's like addictive. You want to have some more because of that delicious sauce, and that little pop of radish is so good. Oh, if only we had Mount Fuji as our backdrop here. This will do though, so good. Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.